Okay, so one of the first things we need to do is remove the wheel. 19 millimeter, remove your lug nuts. Remove your wheel. Okay, I took the liberty of spraying everything down. We're going to remove this 10 millimeter headed bolt right here for the ABS wire. So now we're going to take off the sway bar link. If you look on the inside here, you can see an area that you can grab on with some locking pliers. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just as tight as I can. Remove this nut. Let's remove this 32 millimeter axle nut. Tiny bit of penetrant. Now you need a punch and your hammer. Go right in the center. Get it moving. Next, we're going to remove the bolt that holds the knuckle to the strut. I'm going to hold this side with the 21 and remove the nut with a 21 as well. Same for the lower. Let's give these a couple loving bonks. There's one. The reason why it was difficult to take out is because of these knurled edges. That just presses in there and keeps it held firm. We're back up top, and we need to get this cowl out of the way so we can get to where the strut nuts are. We need to remove the wiper blade arms. Use a small pocket screwdriver. Lift this cover. Spray a little bit of penetrant in here. Okay, so now we're going to use our special tool here. You just crimp it like that. It's going to go over the wiper arms, and then the center point is going to press right here. I'm just going to get this down there. There we go. That broke free, nice and easy. Do the same to the other side. You want to take note of where the wiper blades are on the windshield, so you can try to get them back to approximately where they are. And you also want to make a mental note of which one's the driver's side and which one's the passenger. Let's lift this up off of here. Okay, so now we can move the cowl around quite a bit here, but it's still not going to come up because we have these little clips. There's one here and there's one down on the far end. We're going to remove those clips. You can use a pocket screwdriver, lift up on it a little bit. It also has a little Phillips head thing right up here so you can spin out the center. Whatever you got to do, but you get the center up and out. Then you can pull up the rest of it. And then I just put them so they're together a little bit. Do the same to the other side. Okay, so now that we got those out, we can come over here, give it a little tug, pull it forward, and then it should want to slide up. There we go. Oh yeah, nice. So now we can see clearly the top nuts for our struts. So we can leave this just like this, and we'll remove those. So let's use a 13 millimeter and get these nuts off of here. And it should be the same for all the rest of them here. Holding the strut, take off this last one. Beautiful. Okay, so let's get our strut up in here. Just gonna go right up. Go up top. Match those holes. Much better. Now we're just going to snug these up. All right, that feels pretty good. So let's torque these upper nuts to 21 foot-pounds. Let's get this back together. This one. Torque these to 65 foot-pounds. Let's get our sway bar link in here. Let's torque these to 65 foot-pounds. There it is. Let's get our ABS wire back on here. Okay, so when you look at the plastic cowl, you're going to see a little hook here. That goes under there. There's one on the other side as well. You get the little centering nub there. But something you also need to pay attention to is the hooky-doos that are along this side. That goes underneath the windshield area here, okay? Bring it down. Get it so that other side's down as well. Slide slide this up. Make sure your seal's still on there. You want to make sure that that's good. You got your hooks coming under here. You want to make sure that nub's lined up where it needs to go. We got our little clips. We're gonna put them right in here and push in the center. Same for the other side. Okay, so we've got our arms here. In case you mixed them up somehow and you're a little worried, the one with the shorter wiper blade goes on the passenger side. We want to try to set those blades so they're approximately where we took them off. If you put it too far up, the wiper blade's not going to function right. And if you put it too far down, it's going to come down and bonk up against the plastic. Looks pretty decent. Looks like they're about to line up right along there. Push them down. Start on your nuts. And then we'll snug them up. Let's tighten this up. So if you look right on your windshield, you can see this little sideways T. That's right where the edge of this blade is supposed to go, okay? So bring it to approximately right there, and then snug it up. Oh yeah, perfect. We've got our little covers. Make sure you put those back on, okay? We're gonna put our axle nut on here, and just tighten it up until it just barely bottoms out. So now it's time to torque the axle nut. We're gonna torque it to 118 foot-pounds. I used a nice long pry bar just to hold these studs so nothing can turn. Torqued. We'll put the wheel up on. So let's snug up the lug nuts. Let's torque our lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds. Torqued. Okay, so now that you finished your repair, it's important to make sure that you get your car safely down to a reputable local alignment shop.